Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is so listen different. The scripture comes from 2 Kings 18 and 9. And it came to pass in the 4th year of King Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hoshea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, came up against Samaria and besieged it. And at the end of the 3 years they took it, even in the 6th year of Hezekiah, that is the 9th year of Hoshea, king of Israel, Samaria was taken. Baby, God said for somebody that you are in a season of overcome. Okay? You have overcome a stronghold. Like, it was the enemy that had literally overtaken. Like, I feel like this is somebody that you have been completely destroyed by this person. This is not a situation, like, I'm being reminded of that Muriel effect. Like, and I'm saying that, I'm not Muriel, Ariel effect. Muriel. What is Muriel, like a painting? But, like, I just feel like the Ariel effect, that's what I'm thinking about, the Little Mermaid, and how her aunt literally won. You know, for a split second, she won. And this is that kind of vibe. Like, this, the villain won. They won. They really did win. It's not like there are no and ifs and buts about it. This is somebody they won. They wanted to destroy every single friendship you had. They did it. They got it. They wanted to feel as though your friends were more friends of theirs than yours. They got it. You have no more friends. And the friends you did have are now friends with whoever this person is. They wanted your man. They wanted your girl. They got them. They may still very well be with them today. They wanted the kind of job you had. They got the kind of job you had. They got it. Or maybe they just wanted you not to have that job anymore. They got it. They got you fired. They sure did. They wanted you not to have the place where you were living, that house. They didn't want you to have that house. They got you out of there. They got, however they did it, regardless if they were gossiping to your neighbors, they were talking with the management about you behind your back, they were conspiring this, that, and the third. They worked real hard and they got you up out of there. They wanted you to lose your cars. You lost them. They wanted you to lose your mind. For some of you, you lost it for a second. But baby, lo and behold, you got it back. You got it back, you got it back, you got it back, you got it back. You turned to God and you got your mind back. And once you got your mind back, trouble. Trouble for your enemies. And it don't even mean that you was deliberately going after them, but this the kind of vibe where as soon as you got your mind back, you were unstoppable. Like, a lot of people don't realize that you are the product. No matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is you create, no matter what it is you sell, you are the product. If people don't like you, they ain't finna buy what you got. Period. That's business 101. That's just a little bit of the game. Seriously, if people don't like you, they ain't gonna buy what you got. Why? Why would they? When they could go to somebody else to get it. But, yeah. This is somebody you bounce back from being destroyed. Like, this is not, like, this is, and I just feel like this message hit different because this not a situation where they almost trapped you. You was trapped. It's not a situation where they almost put you in the lions. They put you in there. The lions started nibbling on you a little bit. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is a situation where somebody they dug the pit for you and you fell in there and was stuck for a minute. But you got up out of there. though. The lion started nibbling on you, but it didn't eat you though. You know, I just feel like this is somebody, even if you had to fight it tooth and nail, you went toe to toe with that lion and came out on top. There's somebody that went through some things. And the biggest part of the message is, after everything that you went through, that was by the hand of this jealous person. God has said this is somebody that is very jealous of you, regardless as to why. But they are very jealous of you. They are angry because everything that they put forth effort to destroy in your life, it was more of a catapult to create the things that God wanted you to have in your life. And now this person feels used, and they feel as if they should have just left everything the way it was. And they felt like this is someone, you are living sinful in some ways. Not in all, but in some ways you were living a sinful life before this person did what they did. But after they did what they did, you kind of change your ways a little bit. And it don't mean that you're perfect, but it does mean that you change the way your way of thinking and the way that you do things. And it's based off of what this person did and how they did. You had to actually take the time, effort, and energy to make a decision that just because they did you how they did you, don't mean you're going to turn around and do other people the way that they did you. And it takes a strong person with some big kahunas to do something like that. Because the easiest thing to do is to turn around and become the person that hurt you. That's what a lot of people do. God said that's what most people do. They turn around and become who hurt them. And yes, God has mercy upon them. Yes, God is lenient upon them. Yes, God has understanding. But, you know, just take into account when you are the kind of person where you can take all that pain and transform it into love, and transform it into kindness, and transform it into good, you're a different kind of person. And that's why you have to deal with people doing stuff like this, deliberately trying to destroy you, and some of them will. But understand, if anything that you have going on is able to be destroyed, then it's intended for you to have better. And that's just what it is. And for whoever this message is for, that's what you got. If you look at your life now compared to what you had before, you have better now than you did before. And for some of you, the better is not even just in the quality, in the brand name, or you know, how big something is. But sometimes it's better to be able to have some kind of ownership to something. Like you paid for it. It's yours. Can't nobody else take claim to it. It's yours. Sometimes it's just better to be able to trust someone and trust people that you are around. And, you know, like going from living a life where you are surrounded by people you can't trust to living where you can trust those that you are around, is like, I just feel like it'll feel like a breath of fresh air. So if you were going through that and now you finally feel like you can breathe, like, you know, yes, if someone wanted you to feel that way, and if they were one of the parties that were making you feel as if you couldn't trust anybody and everybody was against you, yeah, they're going to be upset when you are no longer in a position to where you have to go through that. But anyways, for whoever this is for, baby, God said congratulations. You used to have to go through some things. You don't have to go through them no more. Sorry, y'all, my mouth is. Mouth is dry. But it's some things, that we go through in life, and we don't understand why in that time, in that moment, it felt like my throat is being closed up right now. But later on in life, we realize if we wouldn't have went through that, we wouldn't be able to live our life the way that we do today. Lord said, for some of you, some of these people are the reason that you live your life the way that you do today. And it doesn't sit well with them. For some of them, they wish they would have just left you alone when you was doing this, that, and the third. And they wish they would have just stopped when you was doing. And oh, it was better because at least when they were dating such and such, we had some kind of say and control. And oh, when we were doing like this, they are in regret because they feel as though they should have just left good enough alone. Not only did they work very hard to destroy you and feel the sense of accomplishment of us destroying you, but then they had to watch you start from the bottom up and actually succeed, and it bothers them because they worked so hard. And you better off now than you was in the first place. For some of you, it's just the fact that you have freedom. You're free. You weren't free at first. Even if you didn't even see that you wasn't free at first, you wasn't free at first, and now you are. Whew. And you may have to go through a season of feeling like the children of Israel in the desert, where you're thinking about being captured. Being captured might have had you living in a mansion somewhere. Meanwhile, being free will have you living, in a tent. But boy, does it feel good to be free. And I just feel like eventually you worked your way from your tent to a, little apartment. Eventually you have you a house. And, you just go. I just feel like God is saying, understand that you're going to keep elevating. He's not going to leave you in the tent forever. It's not a situation where you're going to have to be on the side, on the outside looking in forever. But there will be a period where God just wants you to take the time to just, don't it feel good to be free? Anywho, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.